Mazz's Tears.
Yeah, those are the tears of a clown.
Mazz's Tears.
The second tier. Hold on, let me get my pen.
Mazz's Tears.
Dallas. Buffalo. Tennessee.
Mazz's Tears.
Third tier. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me get my pen.
Mazz's Tears. 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 Tears.
All right, it's that time of the week. Time for Mazz's Tears, presented by the Bernardi Automotive Group. When it comes to auto dealers, the Bernardi Auto Group always finishes top tier. They sell and service Acura, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Toyota, and Volvo vehicles. Bernardi for now, Bernardi for life. Visit them now at BernardiAutoGroup.com. Quarterback tiers this week, Mazz. Take it away.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Usually we start from tier 5 and work our way back up. This week we're going to start with tier 1 and work our way down, again, for obvious reasons. Maybe I'm setting you up. Maybe I'm setting you up. Tier 1, the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Now, I'm factoring in both career performance and this year. It's both.
I thought this was supposed to be week to week.
Well, I can set the parameters however I want. They're my tiers.
Mazz's Tears. That's true.
Right. So why don't you just shut your pie hole over there and take it all in. Tier 1, Mahomes and Otto, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. That's it.
Burrow's still there, eh?
He is. So, look, I think Burrow's had an injury. He hasn't looked right. Last week, though, was pretty good. 15 catches for Jamar Chase. The Bengals offense woke up. Hopefully, they've turned a corner because I like Burrow a lot. But to me, those three guys are above everybody else in the league. I think they're all terrific. I'd take any one of them. I think we all would. So, that's it for Tier 1. Any complaints, Murray?
No. I mean, look, I love Burrow, too. And overall, I'd have him in Tier 1. But for this season, I wouldn't have him in Tier 1.
Okay. No, you're probably right.
So, and I'm sorry, I was talking to the guys
No,
in back.
no worries.
Grabbing emails. I think that's the elite group. Burrow, this year is iffy.
I agree.
I don't know if he's still the Tier 1 guy, but a lot of people have only one guy in Tier 1.
Mahomes.
It's Mahomes, and then there's jockeying for the next 5. But go ahead, Mazz. These are your tiers.
Okay, so Tier 2, I will say that I was very selective about Tier 2, and those people that complain, as was the case last week, that I lump a lot of people into one tier, you're not going to like this week either, so go pound Sam. Tier 2, right now, Brock Purdy, Tua, Jalen Hurts. Hurts has not played well for Philadelphia. If you remember early in the year, I think I had Jalen Hurts in Tier 1.
You did, I believe so, yeah.
So Hurts, I thought, with the way he played in the Super Bowl last year, I thought he was really turning a corner. It feels like he's regressed. Tua obviously has played out of this world this year, and we know that he's a guy that, if you put the talent around him, can have a prolific type of season. Purdy, to me, has been eye-popping. I thought this year he would come back down to earth, but that game against Dallas last week, he was excellent.
Especially coming off the elbow surgery, and it doesn't look like, he benefits from being in that system, sure, but he's making some ridiculous throws, too.
Yeah, so again, I think it's time to give Brock Purdy his due. Let's see how it shakes out, but he's Tier 2 right now. I'd be happy with him.
Heady. That's a heady distinction there. Brock Purdy already in Tier 2, and I will just say for the record, I never had Jalen Hurts Tier 1. I mean, I'm fully respecting the way he looked at the end of the year. He was great. And that Super Bowl he played was great. I just, I felt there was a little regression there due for Hurts. I don't know if he's fully done it this year, but I just don't feel he's that elite passer that I don't think he's ever going to be a Tier 1, passer quarterback.
You absolutely said that. I took the cheese. I took the cheese on Jalen Hurts.
He might be a winner, which I'll take any day of the week. I just, you know what I mean? Anyway.
What is that stat with Philly and how many games they've won now? Didn't they go 14-1 last year with Hurts as a starter?
Something
and they're
like
5-0 this year? 19-1 in his last 20 starts, regular season. All right, once we get to Tier 3, I start having doubts about all these guys. I'm becoming more like Murray as it becomes the quarterbacks.
They all suck.
So we'll go to Tier 3. I think the ground starts to move a little when you get with these guys. You start getting on shaky footing. Herbert, Goff, Wilson, Cousins, Mayfield. He's had a good year. C.J. Stroud, admittedly very early. Do you realize he hasn't thrown a pick yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
0.
How many tiers do you have?
5.
These are lazy tiers.
Keep going.
Lazy tiers. You've got to separate these guys. Keep going.
Geno Smith, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, the Galloping Chicken, Jimmy Garoppolo,
Boo.
Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson.
Garoppolo has 7 picks.
I've been very, very disappointed in Lamar Jackson this year. He's also 2-2, Garoppolo, which means he's your perfect tier 3 quarterback.
This is way too wide of a berth.
I told you, if you didn't like me stacking a lot of people into one tier, well, then go pound sand.
I don't like it.
I only have 6 guys in the first 2. They were going to stack up somewhere. It's tier 3.
Your job is to separate these guys.
Lamar Jackson. Do you realize Lamar Jackson has fewer touchdown passes than Mac Jones?
Is that true?
He's got 4 touchdown passes this year.
I just don't think Lamar Jackson, league MVP, deserves to be in the same tier as Baker Mayfield.
He hasn't been that good this year.
Baker Mayfield actually has been good this year.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield.
So now you like Baker Mayfield, Murray?
Don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying he's had a good year. Would
Maybe
I want him quarterback in my team?
Maybe he's one of these guys like Geno Smith who at age 30, all of a sudden the light went on.
You know what?
Maybe that's what it is.
We should have done Murray's quarterback tiers.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Everyone in tier 5.
You have Mahomes in tier 1 and everybody else in
pretty
tier
much.
5.
Yep.
No, Murray would have a lot of vacant tiers.
But you gotta separate these guys, Mazz.
Well, I did separate them. There's a whole bunch of them in tier 4. Wait till we get to
All
them.
right, well, let's hear that.
So you want to split up the tier 3 guys?
Yes.
So we'll do a tier 3 sub-tier next week? Is that what you want? Tier 4. Joshua Dobbs. Justin Fields. Coming around, Murray. He's coming around. You're gonna pick on me for him, too?
Good numbers last couple of weeks. You're right.
Okay. Deshaun Watson, who sucks now, but he's not tier 5 suck. Anthony Richardson, who can't throw, but he's been reasonably effective in the early part of the year. He's going to be out for a while now.
He can't stay on the field.
Well, that's their fault, not his. Like, how about trying to keep him in the pocket or teach him a little bit? Derek Carr, who blows, but not tier 5 blows. Sam Howell. Desmond Ritter, who actually had a half-decent game last week, but I'm not sold.
He blows.
Kenny Pickett and Stickett. Jordan Love, your guy. Daniel Jones.
Too high.
Daniel Jones isn't as bad as the bums in tier 5 because wait till you see them. Like you're going to say, those guys definitely are worse than the others.
Mac Jones belongs in this tier.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Not this year.
Tier 4.
He sucks
He's
right now. Are
trash.
you kidding me?
Tier 4.
He is garbage. Let's get to tier 5, please. This is the one that we all want to see. 4 guys in tier 5. The worst of the worst. The worst of the worst in the NFL this year, if you ask me. Ryan Tannehill. He sucks. He's done. Like, you got to get him out of the league. He's useless. That guy's a bad player now. He was a tier 3 kind of player a couple of years ago. He sucks. He's awful.
Look up his completion percentage for the season.
Bryce Young looks completely overmatched in the NFL. All kinds of crap coming out in Carolina now concerning what they really wanted to do at quarterback, that the football operation, Frank Reich, wanted C.J. Stroud. The owner wanted Bryce Young and forced him to take Bryce Young. Getting ugly there. I really should have flip-flopped these two because right now I'd take Zach Wilson over Mac Jones. I'd have Mac Jones 32nd in the league right now.
Mazz, you would take Zach Wilson over Mac Jones.
After that game
After
a
the
couple of
things
weeks
you've
ago,
said about Zach Wilson.
I told you, well, I'm a man that can admit I'm wrong. Mike.
Okay, well, there you go. Fine. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's all that takes.
Now, if Wilson sucks again this week, well, then we reserve the right to flip him right over. Again, these are supposed to be, reactionary tiers.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but I think those 4 guys have been the 4 worst quarterbacks in the league this year.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 63.4, just 2 touchdowns, 5 picks.
He's been horrible this year.
All right,
Seriously, he blows now.
there are Mazz's tiers. Are you posting these somewhere?
I think Kevin Majori and Jimmy Stewart are.
And had you done team tiers like you normally do, where would the Patriots have landed?
Tier 5. I'm not sure I would have had them at a 32nd in the league, but the only team you really can put behind them is Carolina.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, that's it. The Patriots are right down there for the worst 2 or 3 teams in the league. Absolutely, right there.
Okay, we went with quarterback tiers, and they rate just as low. Mac Jones down there at the bottom of the bottom. Okay.